Hello, you hardcores out there, how you doing? Sure see you from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Hope you're all okay. Hope you're all enjoying the videos this year. 2023 is upon us, isn't it? Just watched a programme on there about people dying from heart attacks. It's through the roof, ages of 25 to 40. But they're not saying now, it's up 30%. I'm just wondering if that's out to do with and jabs we keep having and all, I don't know. But they're not saying anything in the news, are they? So I just wonder what everybody thought about that. Okay. Did anybody think Taylor Serrano were a great fight? I did. I thought it was a good fight. Would I like to see it again? Yeah. Would I like to see Shields Marshall again? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I would. Terry Harper's a world champion and she's done well. Chantel Cameron's done well. Evan Bridges, she's done well. They've all done well, them girls, haven't they? They've all done well. Tasha Jonas, she's a super champion. She's done very well. She had a great year. I do want to see more of Baumgardner. I like to see a puncher. Nobody's queuing up for her, are they? So would I like to see her against Mayer too? Michaela Mayer too against Baumgardner? Yeah. They'll probably give that one to Michaela Mayer and then have a trilogy, because that's just how things end, don't they, in boxing? We always get the unexpected, don't we? But if you look through these people, you can see what's going to happen there. That's heading for a trilogy. A bit like Chisora and Dylan White. Do you know what I mean? I think they'll fight again. I do, honestly. I really, really do. Wood Conlon, what did I think to that? Thought that was a great fight. I thought Conlon schooled him and he got took out at the end. That's what Lee Wood does, doesn't he? You've got to bite down on your gum shield and show grit, haven't you? So he has to show grit for that, but that ain't no genius stroke from Ben Davison, who were jumping around the ring like a banshee with Barry Smith. Good old Barry Smith. Women love him, men want to be him. GQ Man of the Year 2022, Barry Smith. So, is Eddie Hills on the slide? Yes. Cole is gone, hasn't he? Dalton Smith staying, but they nearly threw Toys Art Pram, didn't they? I heard Bazza Epstein had to get that one sorted. What's Eddie Hills done to Lara? You know, who done Warrington? And we're on way to doing him a second time. What's happened to Warrington and Galahad? I mean, Galahad's not even at races, is he? Multi-skilled kid like that. A kid like that with all them skills, why they just don't change him up and let him throw dice a bit more, roll dice and have a go? Even Warrington, will they fight? Listen, they'll be begging for that fight, them two, in about a year. They will beg just to get a slot. A year from now, trust me, because they're out of favour, aren't they, them now? Yes, Josh does tickets, doesn't he? So he's going to be in more favour than Galahad. But when you get to that age, at that weight, you can keep putting effort in, but it's not there, is it? Father Time waits for nobody. They've both been good fighters. Both overachieved, in my opinion. Maybe you'd probably expected a little bit more from Galahad with his skill set, but you know, he lost a bit of momentum, did he, when he got done for PEDs. So another one that didn't admit it. So do you know what I mean? So what next for Anthony Joshua? I don't really know and I don't really care. I think he's a messer. What next for Chisora? Should retire. Anthony Fowler, what next for him? I don't care. Johnny Fisher, probably a trip down to local Chinese for a Peking duck and an egg foo young with Wai Weiss.
The man was a big, tough, brave man, but when he met me he got beat within inside a minute. And the ambulance scraped him up off the road and took him away to the hospital, and his life was over from there on. And plenty of witnesses, including Greater Manchester Regional Crime Squad, they stopped me from absolutely killing him altogether.
Bridges, good luck to her, not my kind of thing. John Edgers, I think he's very, very raw. Dylan White, I think he's shot to bits. Dalton Smith's up and coming, isn't he? So he's got to perform now. Dalton Smith, they're putting him in hard fights now. Hopefully. Shannon Courtney, does she come back? I hope she does. She's stuck at it, hasn't she? You've got to give her a bit of credit, haven't we? She doesn't help herself, though, does she? Knocking people back for selfies. But hey ho, Conor Benn, don't really care. I mean, one drug test, jury can be out on a person, but two, no, I'm not having that. Felix Cass, I like Felix Cass. I hope he does all right. Cordina, I don't know where he's heading at the moment. Joe Cordina, not sure. What's this here? I wrote down here. No, we spoke about that, haven't we, the other day? How am I going next? We spoke about that one. Spoke about Dalton Smith. Paul Butler, I accept your challenge, Paul Butler, for a game of snooker. Fetch Joe G, he can hold the readies when we play. Alright? He can be like a neutral guy. So Paul Butler, I accept your challenge for a best of 5 with Big P. Alright? Is Eddie alienating other promoters and the fans? I don't know really. We can blame Eddie for a lot, but I think he's had his time in the sun now, hasn't he? He's not at the top of his game like he were, but he's still up there, isn't he? You can throw a coin to see if it's Eddie or Bricktop, couldn't you, who's #1 dog in England at the moment. I'd probably tend to shade with Bricktop, which you will see over the next 12 months, because he's got people in better positions, hasn't he? So you've got to give him credit. He's an old school, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Old school. Kell Brook versus the beefy Eubank Jr. winner. Kell Brook's not going to leave it alone, is he? People around him are not going to let him. People around Kell Brook are not going to let him walk away, are they? Not when there's money on the table for them and a bit of limelight. So Kell Brook won't be left to go retire, and he probably don't want to retire because he wants to be in mix. So it's sad to see. Kell Brook's a multi-millionaire. He doesn't need to be fighting again. So the people that want him to fight, even though he's had them injuries, because them injuries can easily come back against somebody like Eubank or Beefy Smith. He's had them injuries. The fact that people around him, and they know who they are, all these little crew around him, they know he shouldn't really be fighting Beefy or Eubank. They know that. But the fighters usually are the last person to know, innit? Everybody wants a slice of the cake. In 10 years from now, Kell Brook will probably not even knock about with any of them people. They'll be on to the next person. And that's just how it goes, isn't it? That's just how it goes. It's just like being a footballer, isn't it? When your time's up, it's awful, isn't it? You know, you just go down, and before you know where you are, you're playing for Frickley, aren't you? With Billy Whitehurst up front. Or Billy Whitehurst into the team, flattening you, challenging Paul. So, okie dokie. I like Cordina though, I like him, and I was a bit disappointed when he gave his belt up. So, focus right on that. Cameron, I prefer it when you film me. Still can't get hang of this nonsense, this camera stuff. This is why these people charge fortunes, innit? On, you know, when they're on locations and stuff like that. I've seen it. How much you charge? How much you charge? They're all on fortunes. Fortunes, these people. Bags of sands a day. Stood about all at half for me eating buffet food. I'm in the wrong game. I'm in the wrong game. Callum Johnson's retired. I'm devastated about that. I like him. Think he's a good guy. Even Ishan, I was devastated he lost against Crawford, but he had a go. His team have to be given credit. Devastated Paul Butler lost. And I think Anthony Yard loses against against Beatery, sorry. But I want Yard to win actually, because I think it'd be a great story if he did. But he's up against it, isn't he? That guy's a freak, isn't he? He's the biggest, baddest man in the world at the moment, Beef. Everybody he's fought is put him to kit. Everybody. He's been a world champion years. Beat Clinton Woods' record for holding IBF belt, ain't he, that long? No, I think it's IBF. Yeah, the Guard and Juggies Oliver, they've gone from being cheerleaders, haven't they? For Joshua and all them, and Eddie and all that, they've gone the other way, haven't they? The Guard and Juggies, Spencer Oliver, go road! Go on, lads. Go on, lads. Tell it straight, tell it straight. Like I said about Johnny Nelson, he's gone from company man to, like, you know, he's joined the resistance. What's happened to Johnny? What's happened to the Nelson boy? Huh? Unbelievable. So, okie dokie. Peace out.
Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.